Shutdown negotiations is funding that wall along the border. A Clayton County murder suspect has come under national scrutiny after the president mentioned the case as part of the push to fund that wall. And after the speech, you asked 11 Alive to verify some of the president's claims about how Christian Ponce Martinez actually entered our country. 11 Alive's Elwin Lopez is digging into the facts once again tonight. And Elwin, we now know he originally came here seeking asylum.
Yeah, Ron, that's just one of the facts we were able to confirm with the Department of Homeland Security today. We also learned from the Clayton County District Attorney that Christian Ponce Martinez is one step closer to being indicted. And that timeline for that, she says, as quickly as possible. Ponce Martinez was charged with murder back in November for killing his neighbor, 77-year-old Robert Page, a former pastor. The DA also told me Ponce Martinez waived his preliminary hearing and his bond hearing last month. We reached out to the defendant's attorney, who said she had no comment. Now, when I asked the DA about Ponce Martinez's legal status in the U.S., she told me she didn't have the answer to that. So then I reached out to the Department of Homeland Security to get those answers. DHS says Ponce Martinez came into the U.S. illegally almost 4 years ago near San Ysidro, California. They told me he did not come through a port of entry. I was also told that he was coming to the U.S. seeking asylum. He was then seen by a judge and released on an immigration bond. Ponce Martinez is still at Clayton County Jail tonight, being held without a bond and on an ICE hold. We are still learning more about the details in this case, and we will keep you updated on air and online at 11alive.com.